Andrew Lawton here for True North. I'm right now in a little suburb of Brampton, Ontario, where Justin Trudeau, the Liberal leader and Prime Minister, just made a policy announcement in the backyard of a supporter's home. Now, I don't actually know what was announced because I was banned from covering the press conference. True North, despite RSVPing and despite having no indication from the Liberal press office that there was a problem, I was not allowed to enter the yard where this was taking place. I was told that I was not an accredited member of the media by the Liberal press secretary, who couldn't actually articulate what accreditation means. So what's the definition of journalist that you're working off of?
I mean, there's not a dictionary definition that we follow, obviously, but there are different organizations that accredit journalists, as you know, Press Gallery, Queen's Park Press Gallery,
and I contacted the Press Gallery, and they said they don't claim any jurisdiction for events.
No, but we rely on their definition for, there are all kinds of people who come and say that they're journalists for events, but we obviously reserve the space and the access for journalists.
And you know who I am, though. We've talked. I've interviewed the leader before.
I know. But right now, you cite yourself as a journalism fellow.
Yes. And if you go to the website, you can see journalism that I'm doing. And you have other columnists and commentators that are here as well, so it's not an issue of...
But their organizations are accredited by other organizations that are reputable organizations.
So I'm just curious, what are you or what is the Prime Minister afraid of will happen if I'm in there?
It's not that we're afraid, it's just that there are a lot of people who come and say that they're who ask for access to events, and we accredit people based on...
Can we go a little bit that way?
Yeah, actually, I'd rather not, though.
Yeah, no, just a little bit past here.
Because I'm still unclear on why I'm being barred as a member of the Canadian media from covering an event.
Based on...
Well, based on work that I can do. I mean, you can Google my name. You know exactly the work that I've done. You and I have corresponded in your capacity as a press secretary.
Yeah.
So behind me, you may be able to see the press bus. I was hoping to be on that bus to cover the Liberal tour from here on out. I will not be allowed on that bus. I have been effectively banned from covering the Liberal campaign, which means I've got to do this the old-fashioned way. So I've got to hitch a ride to Hamilton, where the next Liberal event is, or rent a car. I don't know how I'm going to get there yet. I literally came with luggage for a week thinking I was going to be doing some real work, but the government press office, or the Liberal press office, is making sure that's possible only to their hand-picked journalists by a definition they are not able to provide.
I care for autism now. Why have I been banned from covering your press conference? Why are you banning media, Prime Minister? Why are you banning media from covering your press conference, sir? Prime Minister, Medicare for autism now, Prime Minister.
So much for press freedom. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, and I need your help to do it. True North isn't getting a piece of that $600 million press pie. We are doing this all by your support. So if you can chip in a few dollars to our election coverage fund and get me wherever that bus is going, I'd mightily appreciate it. For True North, I'm Andrew Lawton.